Now that we've created segregation of duty rules, there's two basic ways that we can validate the segregation of duty conflicts. If I reopen the segregation of duty rules form, there is a button at the top of the form called Validate Duties and Roles. In this case, you can see that I receive a message and it indicates that all of the roles are compliant with this particular configuration. It's important to note that this configuration is only checking to see if the duties and role assignments match this particular configuration. It is still possible to have validation errors by assigning two different roles to the same user. So to validate that, you'll want to use the Verify Compliance of User Role Assignments page. This is a batch process that you can set up to run at a regular interval. You'll want to use the Run in the Background tab to select to run this as a batch process. If you want to run it ad hoc, make sure to select No. Use the Recurrence button to set up how frequently you want to run this job. Let's say I want this to run every day, every weekday at 3 p.m. So I'll go ahead and update that information and click OK. If I also want an alert so that I get notified every time it runs, I can go ahead and select those options and say I want to email those alerts to myself, and I'll click OK. Once you click OK, the system will run that particular job every day at 3 p.m. After the job has been executed, you can use the information in two various list pages to view the information. So navigating back into System Administration, underneath the Segregation of Duties area, we can see that there are two additional pages. There is one called Segregation of Duties Conflicts and one called Unresolved Conflicts. The unresolved conflicts will only filter down and show you segregation of duty conflicts that have not yet been approved or rejected. The Segregation of Duty Conflicts page will show you all segregation of duty conflicts. In this case, I'm still fully compliant, so I don't see any records in the list. In the case that the job has executed and a record exists, you'll need to review that information. The system will display to you which rule, which user ID, what their existing role, duty, new role, and duty name are. You can see what the assignment mode was as well. If it says manual, this means that somebody manually assigned those security roles. Otherwise, it indicates that it was an automatic assignment that was done through the system. To the far right, there are two fields that you can modify and update. One is the resolution and the other is the reason for override. These fields allow you to specify a description or reason as to why you are allowing this particular segregation of duty conflict. At the top are two buttons, Deny and Allow Assignment. If you deny the assignment, the system will delete that configuration and the user will no longer have access to those particular duties that are conflicting. If you select Allow Assignment, the system will permit it, and you'll want to make sure that you specify a reason and a resolution for that override.